pack your bags, let's take a ride. 5 minutes flat and we'll explore the wide with Forrest Kelly. It's travel time. It's the best 5-minute travel podcast. Let's go!
Was there a big change, the American food choices, into what you were used to?
Yeah, but honestly, and I know that sounds so crazy, we brought in our backpacks a little camping cooker. So most of the time we cooked our own food.
Yeah, getting that through security now, they'd be going, what are you doing? Get out of here.
No chance.
Yeah.
No chance. You know, in these days, it was allowed to get into the cockpit during the flight. And if you were an interested person, you just, may I take a look at the cockpit? And you had a chat there with the captain. And that was so exciting. I mean, that were the 80s. And we then got over to Angeles and stayed in Venice. They had a lovely youth hostel there at the beach. And we didn't get that Venice was a real hotspot there for gang crime and stuff like that. We just didn't know. And I remember that it was lovely there.
Yeah.
I went to the first vegetarian supermarket in my life. So over here at these days, they still thought that you will die if you don't eat meat within the next 2 weeks. And I never wanted to have meat. I always wanted to have a vegetarian life. And in LA, I saw that it's possible. And now what we have here now, that they had it 40 years ago.
So Venice is also known as Muscle Beach. What did you think of Muscle Beach?
In these days, there were not that many muscle people there, but many skaters and people on, I don't know the word for that.
Rollerblades?
No, the little wheels on your shoes.
Yeah, rollerblades back in the day in the 80s.
Rollerblades, yeah, that's it. Rollerbladers and many artists. So painters, musicians, all along the beach. You could meet the most interesting people. So we went to San Francisco, to Dallas. We wanted to go there because of that famous movie, you know, the Dallas series.
The TV show, Dallas?
TV show. I wanted to go there. And I wanted to go to Edmonton because I was a large Oilers fan in these days. And I wanted to take a look at where Wayne Gretzky does his magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my luggage got lost, so I ended up there in a motel with just what I had on my body. And we met 2 real cowboys who then went to a mall with us for shopping, and I got a real Stetson. That's what I remember when I think of Dallas.
The man who helped you in New York, these cowboys, you just can't do that today.
I've heard that it changed that a lot, but in these days I was just blown away how helpful all the people were. We never had any bad. Imagine that in these days doing a call to Europe was incredibly expensive, so our parents didn't hear from us for 2 weeks. I mean, that wasn't normal, but nowadays parents would freak out.
So how does a girl growing up in Austria get a fascination with the Dallas TV show and the Edmonton Oilers Wayne Gretzky? Is it all from TV?
Yeah, we had that show over here as well, and we loved it. And because it was so very strange, you know, that everything was so strange. The people, how they looked like. The Oilers, I'm pretty much into ice hockey in these days. So we had some lakes where I grew up, and which froze over during winter, so you could do your skating there and ice hockey. Yeah, I was the only girl in the team, of course, and did ice hockey.
Yeah.
And so if you're doing it, right, then you get information, you get books and stuff and magazines. And so I found out that Gretzky was the top star in these days.
Oh, yeah, the great one. Still is. His record's about to be broken by Alex Ovechkin. But I see where you said you financed your political science studies by driving a taxi. Now, so after you got done from coming to America, then you went home.
I went home and then I wanted to become a teacher. So you have like teachers academies over here. It takes you 3 years and you start with the training and teaching already. So you do your studies, you've got 40 hours per week, and then you have a class and do the teaching there.
We've touched down and landed. The episode's done with 5 quick minutes of travel and fun. Join Forrest Kelly for the next big show. The best 5 minutes.